EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a 1st down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Walker. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Geno now to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Geno.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Stafford going to change it up here.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Colby Parkinson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Smith. Buying time to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. A quick throw, but incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Yeah, good work there in open space, and he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Walker with another carry. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd and 1 from the 2. And now a handoff to Charbonnet.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And this one is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot before the break, Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson as time expires in the first half.
And the Rams have taken the lead on the final play of the first half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, and that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 22.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
And now Stafford, he's going to change things up.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their own 16. Now Geno.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. From the gun, here's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Smith.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. On the counter, here's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On the ground with a tight end. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
An audible here to get a new look.
Here we go on fourth. Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. And now Stafford's going to move him around.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Even though we're not on the goal line, this is essentially a goal line look as they come up for second down. They hand off to their big tight end. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
And now they'll shift things around.
On third down, here's Williams. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Oh, man, that was some call right there. The game in the balance. They run for it on fourth down, and this has been the story all game long. They've been the ones that come up with the big plays when they've needed them. And that last one, that may have won them the football game.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team.